Hello everyone, Master Splinter here. Today we're going to be playing a bit of Stellaris, but to make it a bit more fun, I have organised the guys to come together to play a Succession game. I got the idea from an old kind of collab videos done with the Crusader Kings 2 games back in the day. Basically, we are going to be playing a single player game where we're going to be playing as a corporation, which every 20 years will have an election. At the end of my current ruler's reign, even if they got re-elected, I should probably also start that I'm very new to the game. I've had basically one run through, and this is my first time playing corporations or really seeing any of their mechanics at all. So expect me to be the most inexperienced to make the most mistakes. But at the end of the 20-year reign, we're going to pass it on to the next player who's going to do 20 years, and then it's going to rotate back around towards me. So you should see lots of shenanigans, a lot of fun. We're going to try to stay away from each other's videos, so it should be pretty much completely in the dark about when we get a brand new save file what's actually happening. So there should be lots of drama, lots of fun. Maybe we'll try to leave some Easter eggs for each other, name some stuff quite funny. We're all going to try to record or at least post what's going to happen. So everyone who's watching this video, please, I'll try to have links, or we'll put this on one page on the Bait Gaming forum to all the others, and it should be a real fun kind of journey for everyone to follow along as we go along and have some fun. Alright, so let me kind of introduce what I've started. I've kept this as more or less a hidden surprise for the rest of the guys playing. Actually, which I should really introduce, shouldn't I? So we also have Mystic, we also have Baked, and we have Monster. So it's going to be the four of us in total. After me, I'm going to hand this save over to Mystic, and then he's going to hand it over to likely Monster or Baked, and then one of those two will be the last, and then they'll rotate back towards me. So going through the kind of race empire that I picked, obviously like I said before, we're going to be a corporation. I really wanted, my first playthrough I got really interested in like the trading mechanics, and I want to really lean onto that a lot more. So I'm just really interested to see how powerful of like a trading corporation you can actually make here. So corporation was the obvious choice. Civics, we're going for trade value to boost that up as much as we can. I've also gone for the extra star base because it's clear that like protecting your trade routes from piracy and just projecting your power, or at least in the trade sense, it's all about star bases. This extra capacity is really going to help us, particularly even early on. Like that extra 4 is already pushing us from 3 up to 7. So we could probably already fairly early on not only have a very defensive network to protect ourselves, but also to start generating the trade resources. Again, trying to max out trade value. I've gone for the Fanatic Xenophile for the extra 20%. Envoys will probably also help us keep out of trouble. We can set if we need to trade away any of our extra resources. I thought about what we're going to do for the second one. At first I was thinking militarist, just so we could maybe be a bit more aggressive and active. But then I also just thought this is going to egalitarian is going to open up some possibilities for us to have a lot more happy populations. And just doing a little bit of research before we started the game, the more stable a population is, the more trade value it's going to have. So I'm hoping to really lean on the idea of this is going to get us extra stability across our entire empire, therefore give us more trade output, and again just keep leading just more and more trade power, more and more. and I'm pretty sure the specialist pop resources output's going to be quite good for us in the long run too, plus 5%. So the random traits that we got, trade value, as well as outpost build cost. I think that's probably pretty good. Again, like I said, I'm fairly kind of new, but that should be quite good for us in the long term. I think we go to species. Yep. So I just picked tropical. I'm almost certain this doesn't actually matter in the long time what you picked, but I was just a personal preference. Alright, again, trade value plus 25%, just leaning on it more and more. I picked a negative trait, which I don't think should be really bad for us. Like, the immigration I think is only the real bad side. The resettling cost plus 25%. If we're doing this trade value stuff working really well, like, we should just have nearly infinite money. So it kind of just halves the negative case from this. So I think that's probably a good pick as a negative trait. We go then, I wanted to get the minus 10% for housing usage. I don't know how strong this is going to be. I kind of flip-flop between this and maybe getting one of the research bonuses. But I'm thinking the more population we can fit into each of our planets, just the bigger this gets, should lean again more and more trade value, more and more strength. Besides that, our origin, I've just gone for like the basic start where we get some extra districts as well as getting the extra population to start with. So nothing too strong. Again, I kind of also thought about maybe doing the I know the warp gate, I think it might be called, where we can possibly have all our trade going around coming in through the warp gates. But I think we might just start with just like the very basic kind of start. Maybe just keep things more interesting for the long run. Outside of that, I think that more or less explains the start and what we're going to be trying to do. I'll just leave this video as our introduction, and I'll get into the game on the very next video. Alright, thanks very much guys. Hope to see you on the next one.